What's going on, everyone? Back with another preview here for as we continue to work our way up the classifications in Texas high school football. We've already done 1A, 2A, 3A. Getting into the little bigger schools here now. Some schools will have name recognition for some people that aren't even from Texas. There's some of these teams that you might have heard one or two things about, and that's going to get more as we continue up. We're into 4A, so as we always do, we're going to go ahead and bring in Doug down in Houston and bring him in for the show and then find out how things are going down there, and then we'll get rolling. So how is everything?
Oh man, it's going good, man. Another week gone by, getting closer and closer to football, man. It feels good. I think they're going to start some scrimmages next week. I want to say. I think we only do one scrimmage nowadays.
Some schools do two still, but I know Manville's JV and freshman and JV scrimmaged yesterday with Clear Falls.
Okay. Good deal. I might check out the Dobie Report on the 21st.
Yeah,
scrimmage.
For sure. And a quick reference to scrimmages. People do not win scrimmages. You don't win the scrimmage.
No.
Okay? I just want to clarify that. So if somebody comes to you and says, hey, how was your scrimmage? Oh, dude, we won. No, you didn't. Okay?
Yeah. Either played well or you didn't.
Yeah, you either, hey, we learned some stuff or whatever. I mean, nobody's really going full speed. The only scrimmage I'll say I ever went to that was some competitive stuff was Manville Katy a few years back, when those two had a scrimmage that you could have counted as a game.
Yeah, I bet they did.
But again, nobody won. That was the year they had the kicker Seth Small, and part of the scrimmage was just kicking. And this dude's out there bombing 55-yard field goals, and we're just like, what in the is this?
Yeah. Scrimmages are pretty much scripted, Okay, you get X amount of plays in a row, then you get X amount of plays. Sometimes they go 3 downs and punt, but normally they just run their offense.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. It's all scripted, but anyway, so there's no winners in the scrimmage. We've satisfied that.
Let's go.
Everybody in the chat watching along with us. Drop where you're from. If you're from Texas, let us know what team. We'll try to spend a little more time on them if we haven't already. Just let us know. I mean, that's what we're here for. We're here for entertainment for y'all, and hopefully drop a little knowledge for those that aren't from Texas about what's going on down there. So we're going to talk about 4A tonight. To put it in, 4A is any school in Texas from 550 kids up to 1,304 kids. Then we break that in two divisions. Division 2 is 550 to 895, and Division 4 is 896 to 1304. And the reason they do this, for those that aren't familiar, is you don't want a school with 1,300 kids playing a school with 500 kids.
No.
There are some 500 kids schools that could beat some 1,300 kid schools.
Yes, sir.
But not many.
Not many.
So we're going to switch it up for any of y'all that have seen this before. We are going to do things a little different. We've been going district by district. We're going to change the plan up here and try to condense this a little bit and allow us a little more time for some of the teams that we really want to get into. And there's some really good districts, and we want to have a little more time for that versus having to rush through, especially when we get to Division 1, rush through the last Region 4 real fast. I don't feel like that's fair for the kids or any fans or anybody that sees that. So we're just going to go through the regions. We're going to try to spend, anywhere between 5 to 15 minutes per region. More like 10 to 15, but We'll get to it. We're going to go through Division 2 first, and then we'll get into Division 1 after. But here's my thoughts on Division 1, Doug, and tell me if you agree. It's Carthage or the field.
You talk about Division 2?
Yeah, that's what I meant. I'm sorry, I said Division 1. That's my fault.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I kind of agree. I tend to agree, even though Carthage, I mean, they lost their running back, who's at A&M.
Well,
right now.
We'll get into who they lost because I have a list of who they lost off of a
Okay.
4A school.
Yeah. But even then, there's, besides them, Pleasant Grove, and they're in the same district, I think. I want to say.
I think so.
And Pleasant Grove's pretty good, but they got a new coach. So
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, Carthage, everybody else, maybe Brock, Graham, West Orange Start, they're still in the mix.
Yeah.
You know, West Orange Start's got a pretty shifty running back, 5'0" running back that's really, really good.
Can't remember his name. To be honest, well, he's listed. I've got him listed, but to be honest, it's the same conversation you have every year. Is it Carthage or is it somebody else? That's when we get to Carthage. I've got some stats for y'all that are in the chat that you should stick around for, because some of them will make you blow your mind. You will just be like, what in the world?
The real question is who gets to play Carthage in the state championship, because it's going to be Carthage.
Well, it's changed a little, but we'll get into it because they've switched regions. They went from Region 3 to Region 2 now, so it's changed a little bit. So that's kind of one good thing, is we can get some different matchups. I have a pretty good idea of who the matchup might be, and I don't think it's going to end well for who it is, but we'll get into that. So let's get into Class 4A Region 2, our Division 2 Region 1. And Region 1 is really one district. I mean, there's some teams floating around, but really District 4 is the district that everybody's going to watch, in my mind. And that's Bridgeport, Brock, Burke Burnett, Graham, Iowa Park, Mineral Wells. That's the district of doom here. You do have some other teams. District 3 has a Lubbock Cooper. Perryton could be a sneaky, you've got some teams out there, but Brock is to me by far the easy favorite in this whole region.
Brock, or maybe even Graham, and that's another two teams in the same district. I know I'm kind of liking Graham a little bit, honestly, man. They're returning 10 starters on offense. That's always a good deal. Only 3 on defense, so they're going to need some help. That's for sure. But I would say Brock or Graham out of that district is probably going to be the one to get out to win that region, I would think. I can't see anybody. Seminole, I don't know.
My
minimal Wells.
My teams to watch go Brock, Lubbock Cooper, Graham, and Seminole were the 4 teams that I labeled as teams to watch coming out of this region. With Mineral Wells as a sleeper.
Mm-hmm.
Mineral Wells, pretty good squad.
And they're in the same district as Brock and Graham.
Yes. Yeah.
But they can.
I fully expect it. Go ahead.
But there's a good chance they can see each other in the region finals, though, right? In that district, yeah.
Well, you could have. Let's just throw Graham, Brock, Mineral Wells. Let's just throw Iowa Park in there. They could all meet in the regional semis. Well, yeah, the regional semis.
Mm-hmm. I think it's going to be a rematch. It's going to be
Oh, I think so too.
Yeah, it'll be a rematch for sure.
I pretty
think
much
so.
think Region 1 is going to come down to Brock and Graham in my mind. One of the players I've got listed as key player to watch is the quarterback from Brock, Holt Frazier.
Holt Frazier.
Last year's stats: 34-45 for passing yards, 50 touchdowns. He did throw 11 interceptions, but he had to be at least a junior because, I mean, he's coming back. So, the kid's going to have a little more experience. And Brock is a team, if you ever watch them, Brock likes to play physical. They love their line. Their lines of scrimmage are always strong. But this quarterback can push the ball. He can push it down the field.
Well, they like to throw the ball, apparently, over there.
Yeah, they do. They'll throw it, but they prefer just to kind of run it and be a little bit more physical type. But they're gonna throw it when they need to. He was a player I had. Any players cross your mind or cross you over there?
What, over at
Just
Brock?
in Region 1, just anybody from that region that you kind of caught your eye. Anybody?
No, not off the top of my head, man, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I came up with 3 players, and they were all from Brock. So, I think we're kind of good there that we both are in agreement that it's Brock is the favorite. Anybody can be beaten, but the reason I throw Seminole in there is, they were a 3rd round playoff team last year, and they
had a great year last year.
And they have a lot of speed. So, unfortunately, as I can speak from experience, speed doesn't always beat physicality, because we had plenty of speed numerous times, and Katie out physicaled us.
Yeah, they sure did, man. In the trenches.
Yeah.
But Seminole, ironically, they are the Indians, the Seminole Indians. And, they went 9-4 last year, but they're only returning 4 guys on both sides of the ball. So that's going to be pretty tough. But they do have a good athlete, Buda Guerrera. 4'5", he runs about a 4'5". He's not very big, 5'8", 5'9", 155 pounds. But you're right. They do have speed, man. If I see 4'4", I see a lot of 4'4s on that list.
They've got their speed over there. Yeah.
That is smoke, bro. That's really fast, actually. They got linebackers running 4.8s.
Yeah. I just think there's some challengers, but I think that it would be a wild upset for Brock to lose, in my mind. It would have to be an upset. I wouldn't necessarily call it as much of an upset if, say, it was Brock and Graham, and say Brock beat him in the regular season and Graham gets him in the playoffs. We've seen that happen numerous times. So I wouldn't be as much surprised by that, but it would still be a surprise. And if anybody outside of that district wins the region, it would be an upset.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So
I'm kind of pulling for Graham, but I think they're going to have to outscore some people because their defense is not returning much.
No, Graham's a proud program. I'd have to go back and look, but I think Mineral Wells might have won state 7-on-7 too.
No kidding.
I have to go look at that. I know it was somebody weird who won it, but for some reason it's stuck and I haven't looked it up. But I'll have to try to look into that. But I think we're Brock, and I think we're on a consensus is that's pretty much where we're going to go. They're the favorite. It'd be a shock if they didn't.
Right.
So now, I don't know any other way to put this except for let's move into Region 2. And there's 4 districts. There's District 5, 6, 7, and 8, but really there's 1.
Yeah, it's 8.
Yeah, it's Definitely District 8. Give me your thoughts on
Definitely.
District 8.
Well, I mean, okay, it's obviously Carthage is going to be there. Texas, Pleasant Grove, and Gilmer. Man, Gilmer's they got good tradition at Gilmer, man.
Yeah.
I don't know much about Longview, Spring Hill, Pittsburgh, and you got Center too. But really, I mean, I think it's top heavy with Carthage and Pleasant Grove. But really, it's just Carthage, man. I mean, again, Pleasant Grove, they got a new coach. Their JV went 9-0 last year, which is going to help them. But I mean, what can you do against this Carthage team and this coach Surratt? And I got to ask you, Sean, how is this coach Surratt? How is he still there? I mean, what are they paying this guy in Carthage, man?
I mean, he's paid well. Let's be real, but he loves it there, man. He loves it there. It's East Texas, little bitty town. Where can he go in Carthage that almost everything he wants in Carthage is handed to him on a silver platter, if it's not a gold platter by this point. Well, the man runs the town. Let's just be real.
Well, 100%. But I mean, like, has what's that school out there, man? The not Longview, not Longview, but Lufkin. Lufkin's not that far from them, right?
Well, no, neither is Longview, really. Neither is
Longview's got a good coach out there.
Yeah, but
already.
Tyler, I mean, any of the Tyler schools.
Or Marshall. Marshall's not calling this guy. That's a 6A town, ain't it?
I think they did probably try to call, but he had his son there last year.
That's true, yeah.
Why nobody called this year? I don't know. I've mentioned it numerous times when people start talking about teams like Texas State, UTSA, Rice. Mm-hmm. I'm like, why aren't you calling this guy?
Right.
I mean, Jeff Traylor left Gilmer, and he's done well at UTSA.
Yep.
Scott Surratt used to beat the hell out of Gilmer, and he's still in high school. So
there's something there, man, that's keeping him there for sure.
Well,
he just loves it. I think you're right. He just loves it there.
Some just love it in where they're at. And when you've built what he's built, it's hard to walk away. And I said to everybody in the chat to hang tight for some stats on Carthage that would blow your mind. So we were just talking about Scott Surratt, the head coach. Scott Surratt has won 11 state championships at Carthage, all at Carthage. Scott Surratt has lost 8 playoff games. To put that in perspective, to win state in Texas, you must win 6 playoff football games. Yep. So he has won 66 playoff games just with those 11 state titles. That's not counting any other playoff wins. He is 66-8 in state championships versus playoff losses. So 11 state championships and 8 losses. That's insane.
That's ridiculous. Wow.
And they've gone at least probably 3 or 4 rounds deep every year in the playoffs. So he's getting 3 or 4 more wins every year. It's bad. The other stat that blew my mind, and I sent this to you, there's something like, what did I say, 131-4 over the last 9 seasons or something, 11 seasons, something like that.
Yeah. 4 games. They lost 4 games.
They've lost 4 games.
Okay, which teams beat what 4 losses were they?
Right. We know one was Gilmer.
Right.
One was Pleasant Grove.
Okay.
One was another team we're going to talk about in this region. It was Sunnyvale. Sunnyvale beat them.
Okay.
And I don't know who the fourth one was. The fourth one was either Indiana Hoosiers last year, or it might have been the Seattle Seahawks. Because those might have been about the only other two teams that could have beat Carthage.
So in this region, it's pretty much Carthage. I mean, Pleasant Grove. What do you think of Sunnyvale though? Sunnyvale, they're returning 8-5, 8 on offense, 5 on defense. They went 11-2 last year.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have any chance, Sean?
They have a huge chance. They're saving grace. I'll put it this way. Sunnyvale cannot meet anybody from District 8 till the playoffs, of course, but I think it's like the second round. I have to look at the way the bracket breaks down, but I think that's how it would work. Because Sunnyvale is in District.
They're in 7.
Yeah. Oh, they're in 7? Okay, okay. Then that's wrong on my part because they would match up with them.
Oh, wow.
The first round by district. But the difference with it is if they win their district and Carthage wins their districts, they're probably on opposite sides. So if
they win their district, which they probably will.
They'll win that district.
Yeah.
Sunnyvale's not going to be challenged, and that's my concern. That is the weakest district in this region. I know all of those teams. All of those teams are up from where I'm from, Commerce area. They're all from right up there. They're all terrible.
They're terrible. Well, hopefully Sunnyvale is scheduled up non-district, man. Hopefully they're playing somebody.
Yeah, I'd have to go look at their schedule, but listen to this. This is a 4A school we're talking about. I mentioned the enrollment. Their enrollment's going to be between 550 and 8 something.
8 something, yeah.
Okay. So you're talking about, we'll say that they have 700 kids in the school. On a school of that size, this is what they did with the football players off last year's team. KJ Edwards, running back, Texas A&M. DeQuavius Beck, linebacker, Texas A&M. Carson Crawford, linebacker/edge, Colorado.
Yep.
Hemayan Henderson, wide receiver, Mississippi State. And then Jeremiah Jones went to Texas Wesleyan, which is NAIA. And the quarterback decided to go to Texas A&M Texarkana to play golf.
To play golf.
Yep.
Got to swing.
Hey,
okay.
He's good in golf. I think he was led Carthage to the state championship in golf. The kid's just a winner, man.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm about to say, man.
I mean,
he's just a winner.
For a school of that, there are 6A schools that don't put 5 kids into football. There are 4 kids in Division I. There's plenty of them.
That's pretty insane, man. Like per capita, per household, that is insane, dude.
Right.
You ain't supposed to do that.
Right. So you're talking, these are just the football ones. That's not counting anybody that went off to play basketball or track or anything else. So you're saying out of 700 kids, you're saying out of every one at the school, 1 out of every 125 kids is going to go to Division I. That's insane.
That is insane.
But coaches around the state are also starting to realize, hey, this Scott Surratt guy probably knows what he's doing. Maybe we should go look at some of that talent. So
I mean, are these home? I mean, these kids from? I'm sure they're all from East Texas.
they're all from out in East Texas, pretty much. Some transfer, they do. Parents
Yeah.
move.
Parents,
know,
yeah.
I mean, because moving from
Not everybody can play at Lufkin and Longview.
right. So my kid's not playing at Lufkin and Longview, but he's really talented. So I'm going to take a job at the Stop and Go in Carthage, and my son's going to. And then he goes on. So shout out to Stop and Go employees, y'all.
Well, you know what? There is a gas station in Carthage. I drove by there plenty of times. They have a big old sign up there, Titletown. It's got all the state championships and stuff, bro. It's pretty neat, man.
I can't believe they have Titletown up, and Alito hadn't thrown a fit about it, because that was Alito's tag.
Yeah, well, what are they going to say?
Alito even had the TV show about it. You don't remember that, Titletown?
Yeah, I do. Titletown,
yeah. Yeah.
Crazy kids over there in Alito.
This is far and away. It's Carthage's district to lose. Don't sleep on Pleasant. Pleasant Grove is a squad, okay? The only problem I have putting Pleasant Grove up there right now is they're going through a coaching change.
Yeah.
Coach Gibson had been there forever. And now it is a smart thing. They turned it over to the defensive coordinator, which is smart when you have a good program. You just hire from within.
Yep.
So that's my concern there. But I think Pleasant Grove is going to probably be the second best team in that region. Maybe Sunnyvale. It's kind of a catch. Behind Carthage, all the teams are kind of clustered.
Well, Pleasant Grove got 2 state championships underneath their belt, man. That's pretty good.
They do.
Quarterback Yancey, 39 touchdown passes last year.
Yep.
That's not bad.
Yancey.
Yep.
Yeah, Colt Yancey. Yeah.
Yeah.
39 touchdowns, only 5 interceptions. Tell you this about Carthage real quick before we move on from Carthage. They're very young. They're very young. They lost a lot last year. So if you're going to get Carthage, this is the year I think you can get them. But you better get them early, because you don't want them late, because they'll have it figured out by then. Gilmer is in the mix here. Of course, all the people up here from Columbus, where I am in Ohio. This should be, if you don't watch Texas high school football, this should be your de facto team, because it's the only team in Texas called the Buckeyes.
The Buckeyes.
And no, they are not silver and scarlet or whatever. They're orange and black.
Yeah.
So
and they're usually pretty good. They went 4-7 last year, but they were turning 9-8 on offense and defense.
Yeah.
And they're a proud program, so I think they're gonna have a good year this year. Being Carthage.
Always.
Yeah,
they've always been good. They're a proud traditional program. They've beaten Carthage before. They met Carthage in a state championship game a few years ago when they were in different regions.
Boy, Carthage lost the state championship game.
No, they got into Carthage. No,
I'm about to say
they're 11-0. They got into it though. They had beaten Carthage, beat Gilmer, but Gilmer beat Carthage in the regular season non-district. They met in the state championship game, and I'm running this through memory, so I might have the matchup. But I know they met in the state championship game, and Gilmer jumped out 14-0 on them, and the final score was 77-14.
Isn't that amazing, man?
They're a machine, dude. If you ever get the chance, anybody watching, to watch this Carthage team, man, just do yourself a favor and do it. I got to go respond to this. So Gilmer's going to be good. Who else you got up there? Anybody else catch your eye? Any players?
Well, what's catching my eye right now is Pleasant Grove's offensive line, man. They have a ton of kids over 6 foot on that team. Defensive lineman, 6'4", 225. Offense, they got 3 offensive linemen over 6 foot. So I kind of like that, man. I'm a trenches kind of guy. But Pleasant Grove, I mean, I think if they can, of course they're going to make the playoffs, man. But they're going to end up having to play Carthage again at some time. But
Yeah.
besides that, I mean, as far as players, and no, that's about it. I mean, who's the running back now at Carthage? Since KJ's killing it over there at A&M. They're
Ready for
literally
this?
running over people. I thought that was an AI video at
Oh.
first. There's no way.
No, I don't know who the running back's going to be. I'm not going to lie. I thought it was that this guy's a DB and a wide receiver, but it's JD Edwards is their next player.
JD Edwards. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not 100%. I'm not 100% sold that he's related to KJ yet. I haven't delved into that yet because I didn't worry about it. Did you mention your Ishmael Carter boy or Ishmael Kamara?
Ishmael Kamara?
That's that huge offensive lineman from Gilmer.
Oh, yeah, dude. He's going to Texas, buddy.
Yeah, 170 pancake blocks, 0
6'6",
sacks allowed,
344.
4-star prospect. Yeah.
Yeah.
And all 5 starters are back on that offensive line.
Wow.
Quick little shout out here to Artistically Incredible, who has been following and jumping in a bunch of different shows we do here with WTP Sports. Appreciate it, Artistic. Love the support. Said UIL and transfer rules make no sense. Yeah.
No, they don't
Some
really.
kids they let transfer in play. Some kids they don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's more science. I know there's a system in place, but it's more here lately. It just seems like they get together, they find the closest coin, and they just flip it and see what happens. That's just what it's coming down to. And I hate it. I wish it would just stop.
Isn't it really the coaches though that are making a fuss about it? Like, because if the coaches didn't say nothing about it, the UIL probably wouldn't either. Yeah.
Well, and there's a form, a PAPF form that you have to submit if you transfer. And the coaches, I think the transferring, the coach you're leaving from has to fill that out. One of the coaches has to fill it out. And if the district votes against that, so it must be the coach you're at. And if anybody in the district votes against it, it can get denied. And then you go to the UIL, and then who knows what happens there.
Right.
So the rules, the way it's done, nobody really understands it. I mean, I'm sure the coaches and athletic directors do. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying they don't know what. But the general fan, you and I, Artistically Incredible, who mentioned it in the chat, we don't know what the whole back thing is on this. I mean, in college football, God, that's a terrible, but at least we know that during this window you can transfer. Here,
right.
it's open season. And something needs to get done because I don't like the direction we're going with this transfer and all this talking about doing NIL money in Texas. I do not like that.
Yeah.
I don't want that. I hate it for the kids not being able to earn money. I hate it.
Yeah.
But you're taking away the purity.
It's getting hard to keep up with these transfers, though, man, because I swear, South Houston had a defensive tackle, I think last name Muhammad, committed to Michigan, right? I swear I saw 3 publications. It showed he was at Pasadena Memorial, South Houston, and now it says he's at Shadow Creek. I don't know where the kid is.
Well, Bear Alexander, who's on Oregon, I think's defensive line. He went to 4 high schools in Texas in 4 years. And this
So how do
is
they
his
let that
third
happen?
college.
How do they let that happen? But then they deny Nussenmeyer,
Well,
John Meredith, whatever the third. It's like,
well, okay. So we're going to get into
it's
this
the
real quick,
coaches.
and then we're going to move on. No,
Okay.
no, hold on. I'll give you this one. So artistically, you are 100% correct. That is why he is in Louisiana, because they did not allow him to play at Denton Ryan. Now,
That's
when
right.
your transfer is denied, you have 2 options: sit out, obviously 3 now, move to a whole different state, or go back to your original school.
Yeah.
Those are your options. So here's your deal. I'm going to use Bear Alexander in this one. And I'm not saying there was nothing shady going on, because we all know there was. Bear Alexander, mother got a position at such and such high school after his freshman year. After his sophomore year, she got a job at DeSoto High School. So they moved. After that, all of a sudden, Denton Ryan said, "Hey, we have an opening. We'd like to hire you." And she moved. That's how he pulled it off. Big different parent moves. Why do you think some of these schools, okay, Doug, your son coming up, man, he's a stud athlete, but he's stuck at Pasadena High School. And then all of a sudden, Kirk Martin walks in and he's like, Doug, I could use a special teams coordinator. Would you like to come? Yeah.
Sure.
So you move, and now your kid goes to Manville.
Right.
So that's
Beautiful.
how that happens. But it's just kind of one of those things. I mean, nobody really understands it. Nobody knows what's going on with it. I hate the direction it's going, but I'm not in charge of it. And I'm still going to love Texas high school football, because they're still going to, if this stuff starts going bad, it's going to be the big schools that are affected by it the most.
Yeah, that's for sure.
As far as if Texas doesn't offer NIL and other states do, the big schools will be off. But in the long run, if Texas does offer NIL, it's going to do nothing but screw the small schools, because all those kids are going to be trying to get into the big schools.
Yeah. And there's a lot of talent in those 3 and 4A schools, man.
Yeah.
A ton.
I mean, we had a 6-man program put 3 kids in college last year, Doug.
Yeah. Service academies too, like good kids.
And that's going to just destroy those programs.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm afraid of, and that's what I don't want to see, because your programs like Gordon, Mart.
Yep.
I'm just trying to run off some other smaller Brock, your Brocks of the world, your Refurio, Shiners,
Cuero, all them.
all of them, 2A, 3A schools, 1A schools, they're all going to be decimated by NIL if it ever happens in Texas. And I think it'll just ruin the
purity.
Of Friday Night Lights that is Texas high school football.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's our rant for the night. Artistically, stop trying to cause trouble. I'm just
all right. Region 3.
Yeah, let's get to the region not named Carthage. Region 3. This is getting down into your neck of the woods.
That's right, man. West Orange Stark, man.
Yes. This is District 10 is the equivalent of District 8 in Region 2, except District 10 might be better.
And they got, West Orange Stark, Silsby.
Hampshire.
There might be another rematch. We might be looking at another rematch in this region, man. Yeah. 2 districts in the same district. They're probably going to end up playing again.
Oh, so far I'm almost looking at rematches in the regional final from all the Brock district, the Carthage district, and this district. But there's a few teams that could throw a wrench into this. Really, there's probably not.
Probably not, man. But let's talk about Athens, though, man.
Okay.
Athens went 11-3 last year. They're not returning anybody on offense. Maybe two kids, 6 on defense.
Yep.
According to Dave, the freshman and JV combined went 16-2, so that should help. They'll probably win their district, but no, man, it's going to be West Orange, Stark, or Silsbee probably.
See, I don't think so.
No.
There's a couple of teams that I see that could throw a wrench into this.
Jack Yates?
And
Anybody?
Well, right. Jack Yates is going to be really good.
Yeah.
You better watch Jack Yates. They are loaded. But Lamarck.
Oh, yeah. They're returning everybody, man. They got their quarterback, running back.
Right.
They got a linebacker that's a FBS kid. I think Anthony James. They're starting to get some athletes again over there in Lamarck, man.
Yeah, I know. They transfer between Texas City and Lamarck back and forth.
Probably Dickinson too, maybe.
Yeah, I'm sure that Clear Falls area out there.
Yeah.
But outside of West Orange Stark, who we'll get into in a second, which we already know is they are the defending state runner-up, dude. They are right there.
Mm-hmm.
Belleville's good. Belleville is good. Hampshire Finette. Hampshire Finette last year in the district title game, pretty much, they were playing West Orange Stark, winner wins district. They lost 22-20. They lost 22-20.
Oh, wow. Hampshire Finette. Okay.
Yeah. Lamarck, of course. Lamarck's going to have speed. You know that. Athens is going to be a team. I just think Athens district is going to cause them problems. Not being able to really get challenged before hitting the playoffs. Whereas Hampshire Finette, West Orange Stark, Silsbee, I've got finishing last in this district, by the way.
Silsbee?
Or Jasper. Sorry, Jasper.
Okay, Jasper. Okay.
Jasper's coach left. Coach Kendrick Crumity, used to be the offensive coordinator at Manville for Ben Travis.
Oh, okay. Good for him.
Yeah. But I'm going to tell you right now, a team that's not to sleep on, Shepherd.
Shepherd.
Yeah. Let me pull them up
Let's
real
see
quick.
these guys got here.
I'm too far.
Yeah, 8 starters back on both sides of the ball. That helps.
Yeah. Yeah, they're in the district with West Orange Stark, that district.
Yeah, Silsbee. Yeah. Jasper.
I expect them to get fourth. But you're returning 16 starters. And Shepherd has always been a terrible football team. I'm going to be honest with you. They went 7-4, I think, last year. This team's good. They got a lot back. So don't sleep on Shepherd. I'm not putting them in the state title contention. I'm not putting them in. But this could be the best year in the history of Shepherd football. They could go a round or two in the playoffs.
It says here they got 2 D linemen that are FBS prospects, man.
Yes.
From Shepherd. That's pretty good.
Have numerous FBS offers.
Wow.
Both of them, yeah. Yeah, and they're going to run the ball. And so keep an eye on Shepherd. You want to know who to watch out of this district? Watch the running back from West Orange Stark, dude. Keevely Jefferson,
Dude.
KJ Jefferson.
How big is he, Sean?
I don't know his stats. Let me see if I can find him real
I think he's like 5'8", maybe. Might be smaller than that.
He's 5'3".
Oh, that's right. And he's really good.
Yeah.
He's really good, man. 5'3". You got to watch this kid play. That's amazing.
Yeah. I was trying to see if I can, but one of these
5'3",
teams out there, it might be Silsby. One of those teams out there, maybe Hardin Jefferson. I don't see it listed, but they hired a new defensive coordinator. And his name is, I believe, Cornell Thompson. Name ring a bell?
Cornell Thompson.
Maybe it was Cornell Johnson. Anyway, former West Orange Stark head coach. They hired him as the DC. I don't remember which school it was, so don't quote me on it. I mean, I know he's there. I just don't remember which school. Dude, it's West Orange Starks district. I'm going to tell you I'm going to tell you a game to watch. Lamarck and Hitchcock. Hitchcock's moving up from 3A, but dude, they always have athletes.
Yeah, they do. Hitchcock.
I mean, a couple of years ago when Columbus won state, Hitchcock beat them in the regular season, and then Columbus got them in the playoffs. That Hitchcock-Lamarck game is going to be the new Galveston Ball-Lamarck game.
Oh, man, those used to be bangers, man.
That whole Texas City ball, Lamarck ball, now you throw Hitchcock in there. That's going to be a game right there, dude. Watch that game. That's going to get interesting. And not just the action on the field. God, stay for the post game because who knows what the hell's going to happen.
Yeah.
Region 3's got to be West Orange Stark. So.
Yep.
Region 4. Region 4 is all over the place. Brownwood, Gatesville, Robinson's in there. Waco. Yeah. Then you get down into the Austin schools, Giddings, people. Wimberley's in there. Wimberley, you better watch Wimberley. They're always good. You get into, Cuero. Then you get down into 16 and you start getting into schools down near the Corpus Christi area, Corpus Christi, London, Kingsville King. Shout out Kingsville King. That's my mother's alma mater.
There you go.
Robstown, who we're not going to mention their mascot ever on this broadcast.
Must be the Longhorns or something.
Oh, no. Way worse.
Cotton pickers, man.
I just said we weren't going to mention it on this podcast.
Come on, man.
Go and mention it.
Everybody picked cotton at one time in the South.
They've tried. A lot of people from outside of that area have tried to tell them to change the name, and the people of Robstown all keep voting no. It's like 97% against changing the name.
Well, I mean, is it a cotton town?
It was. I mean, it still is now. They still do it a little now, but back in the day, that was the main crop down there. Okay. That's all there was, and so yeah, it's caught some flack for the nickname, but the people who lived there said no, leave us alone.
No, we're good. Yeah.
So if the people that live there don't want to change it, I'm not going to tell them to.
Well, that region, man, I'm just going to go Cuero. I know Waco, La Vega, supposed to be pretty damn good.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go with the tradition, man.
Yeah. I'm opposite. I'm going La Vega.
Yeah, I know. I figured you would.
I mean, 17 starters back, Doug.
Well, I mean, they are the Pirates.
They were in the regional final. They were in the regional final last year with 17 starters coming back, and they were in the state title game in 24.
Yeah, I'm pulling for Cuero, man.
I get it. There's nothing wrong with going with Cuero. I mean, but I just,
I mean, the Vega, they are the Pirates. I mean, has to count for something. But
you
the
know,
Gobblers, man,
yeah, the Gobblers, the
they were
Wimberley
12-2
Texans.
last year. 12-2, returning 5-7. I mean, now they got they're replacing their quarterback, their
Yes.
record-setting quarterback. So that's so okay. I kind of feel you on that one there. That's going to be a tough one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but Waco La Vega's returning their quarterback, Courtney Parr. You got
Yep.
Cuero there for Milo Perez. You got a linebacker from Cuero. I mean, Wimberley is the sleeper here. I mean, not the sleeper, but they're kind of a dark horse that could sneak up and win this.
Oh, but you know what, Sean? Cuero, even though they're missing the quarterback, they replaced him with the quarterback from Shiner.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot he's transferred in.
Yeah, he transferred. He's pretty good.
Yeah, I forgot he transferred in.
Yeah.
And that's crazy because Shiner's still really good.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
he's moving up, I guess. He's moving on up.
You got Rockport Fulton would be somebody that just, if you want to dream outside of the box from any of those, Rockport Fulton would be somebody you could look into. Home of Dat Win.
Dat Win, baby. Rockport, Texas, baby.
Yep.
Rat-tat-tat-dat. That's what I used to call him.
I'm really going. I expect this to be La Vega and Cuero in the regional final.
Yeah.
I'm going La Vega just due to experience. That quarterback, a more experienced quarterback, is something you're going to lean on a lot more. So it's pretty chalky to me in this region. This whole class: Brock, Carthage, West Orange Stark, La Vega, and for state, I'm going to take Carthage over West Orange Stark.
Again, the rematch, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just think that's the safest bet, to be honest with you. I mean, if you want to get a little crazy, I could throw a Hampshire Finette instead of West Orange Stark. I could see that. But I honestly think your state championship game is going to come out of District 8 and District 10.
Yeah.
That's just what I see.
It's probably going to be 8 again. But
possibly, but I mean, I'm not going to sleep on District 10 either.
Mm-mm.
I mean, those are the two districts right there that you want to watch. And now we get to regional. Now, let's go to Division 1. Are you going to? Who are you got?
No. As I say, let's go to Division 1 now, right?
Yeah, Division 1 had some weird movement with realignment also.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be. We'll get into that when we get to Region 3 because I just think that's a weird alignment they've got. That is true. Sinton won the region last year, but they moved. No. West Orange Stark, won Region 4. Sinton won Region 4, yes, but they moved down to 3A. And that's where it opened up a little bit. So Sinton's in the district with, I think, Columbus now in 3A. I think they're in with the perennial, everybody's pick to win state is there.
Right, yeah.
Because I expect that to be another great match. But that's a good bring up there that, yeah, Sinton probably would have been the favorite in this region, but moving down to 3A just opened it up for people like Wimberley and stuff like that, and the others, Belleville, all those teams down there. So, but class Division 1, like I said, got a facelift.
Mm-hmm.
But looking at Region 1 in Division 1A, I don't see a lot coming out of El Paso area. I just don't. West Plains could be really good this year in District 2.
West Plains, yeah.
But I mean,
Dumas, Canyon.
Yeah.
They don't really do it for me.
No. Region 3, or District 3, Midland, Greenwood, Plain.
Plainview.
I see teams that can be decent, but man, then when I look at District 4, Alvarado, Decatur, Lake Dallas, Springtown.
Springtown.
Yeah. Alvarado and Springtown are the pedigree of that district. The Alvarado Indians, I believe, and the Springtown Porcupines.
Porcupines, man, that's a great name, bro. I love that.
Yeah, well, we played them when in high school back in the day. We played them in the playoffs, and they like to chant Pojo. I'm serious. Yeah.
Well, they're good. I think they're favored to win that district. Yeah.
Who, Alvarado? Alvarado is, yeah.
No.
I think
Springtown, but Decatur too is supposed to be pretty darn good.
Oh yeah, Decatur.
But they got a new head coach, and he came from Glen Rose.
Yes, who
the coach from Glen Rose
a couple years ago almost beat Carthage in the state semifinal.
Oh wow! And I want to say
It's time for bed.
I want to say Glen Rose, Texas, is where you can find dinosaur footprints next to human footprints. I'm just saying. That's what they say out there.
Only you would know that.
Glen Rose, Texas, buddy.
I guess.
Okay.
I'm not even sure I know where Glen Rose is. I think it's over near Fort Worth.
It's up there.
Yeah.
But Springtown and Decatur, this could be it could be Springtown and Alvarado. It could be in one of those, another district where this might be a rematch again in the region finals. Like how many we got? Like 4 of these already.
Yeah.
These loaded districts, man.
In the districts in region 1 and 4, it's kind of like this a lot when you get into the bigger schools, because it seems like everybody's bunched into one district.
Yeah.
When you get into the lower classifications, it's a little more spread out. But Alvarado and Springtown met in the regional final, both undefeated going into that game last year.
Oh wow!
They were in different districts, and Alvarado, it wasn't pretty. Alvarado beat them 64-13 in a regional final.
Both undefeated teams?
Yeah,
damn.
Both undefeated. And then Alvarado, of course, moved on, and then Salina smashed them.
Yeah.
But, Alvarado has the best player in the district, in my mind. KJ Jenkins. He came in last year and started for the first time. And I did some digging into him. These are just some performances that he had. These aren't total stats or nothing. 7 touchdowns and 447 passing yards against Lake Worth. In the game I mentioned against Springtown in our regional final against an undefeated team, he went for 343 passing yards and 3 touchdowns.
Good Lord.
He completed 77% of his passes against Springtown. So you bring back the best player in the district, in my mind. But, Kane Hill from Springtown's a returning quarterback, too.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Springtown's JV went 10-0 last year. Last year.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But then you've got a defensive end, Zion Brown from Alvarado. In that same Springtown game, he put 3 sacks on the board himself. And he's back. So I think you're definitely running through District 4, obviously.
Yeah.
My region is going Aledo, Springtown, probably Canyon, West Plains, just because I think their offense is going to be really neat and electric. I think Decatur is going to be a year away. I think they've still got a young squad. I think there are a lot of juniors on that squad. So I'm thinking they're going to be a year away. Midland Greenwood moving up from Division II after going 13-1, lost a lot. We'll see how that works out. Moving up's always a question mark in my mind because of the bigness of the schools, but I think a school like Midland Greenwood could probably handle the move up because they're probably got decent numbers. So that's where we're going with that region.
Yeah, Springtown.
Oh, yeah.
Well, thank you.
And now Region 2 has some interesting dynamic to it. This is a lot of your Fort Worth, Dallas, a little bit east of Dallas, north of Dallas, south, just going down like the I-30 corridor out of Dallas, kind of out that way, and then down into near like Athens Lake, Lake Fork, all that down there.
Yeah, Palestine.
Yeah.
Area. Yeah.
I don't see anything coming out of District 5 here. District 6, I mean, you've got Dallas Carter. This ain't the Dallas Carter of old.
No. Dallas Lincoln, Dallas Kimball, they all used to be.
Right.
They're the basketball schools, I think. But
right.
Yeah.
Wilmer Hutchins is in there. Dallas Kimball, who was also a really good power back in the day, just always had to play Carter.
Always had to play Carter.
Yeah, that was the problem. So,
and those Fort Worth, Fort Worth Dunbar, back in the day. Yeah, it was all a good school.
Well, Fort Worth Dunbar was always more of a basketball school.
Right. Yeah, that's right. That's true.
But these schools, I don't know how to. They're inner city schools. They're Dallas ISD schools. Now, South Oak Cliff broke the mold and won a state title for a city school that hadn't happened since the 50s, 1950s. And they did that a couple years ago. They broke through after all that time. And I loved to see it. I thought it was great.
Yep.
I don't see that happening here. In either of those districts, those are the Fort Worth ISD schools and the Dallas ISD schools. They'll have some luck. They'll get some teams in the playoffs. They might win a playoff game based on matchup because they match up against each other. So
against each other, right? Yeah.
I don't see it much. And then District 7, this is that going out. This is a weird ass district because Ferris is south of Dallas by a good long little distance. If you go south on 45, you'll go through Ferris.
Ferris Yellow Jackets, right? Because they got that big old water tower out there.
Right.
Yeah, with the Yellow Jacket on there.
Into Waxahachie's out that way.
Yep.
And then you go and you jump to Sulphur Springs, which is about 2 hours away from Texarkana, Texas, on I-30.
Right. Yep.
That's a massive travel.
That's crazy.
Let me see. Let me answer this real quick. What are your thoughts on this from Artistically Incredible jumping in with us again? Does Dallas ISD programs lose talent to bigger programs around the area? Most definitely.
DeSoto, Duncanville, Cedar Hill,
South Oak
Cliff. Yeah, you name it, man.
That Cedar Hill TLC or whatever, they're getting kids.
They're getting kids too, yeah.
You know, a lot of them don't really wind up at your Allens or your South Lake Carols or anything like that, but they hit that I-20 corridor, that Cedar Hill, DeSoto, Duncanville corridor right there, all three in a row. They hit that and they'll move down there quickly. Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Some of them will go down in class to go get with a different program near the area, like the Cedar Hill TLC. Or when we were doing 3A, we had that Dallas A+ Life or whatever that was in the district, not with Commerce, but with Gunter. They'll go to those schools that are down there. So, yeah, they definitely do lose some talent. I don't think they lose as much talent as you would think it would be, but they lose some for sure. They lose players that could probably get them at least one or maybe even two playoff wins.
Well, it's the same. It's the inner city thing. It's the same thing here in Houston. They all go out to Tascasita, Summer Creek. You have Manville, Shadow Creek,
Katy. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, and I'll be honest. When I was out in Manville, we had some kids from the inner city, from Houston.
Sure did. From Humble, too.
Well, but kids from Houston ISD.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it's the parents saying, I need my kid out of this. I want them in a better chance.
100%,
So they move
man.
to the stuff. That's a lot of what you get. It's not necessarily the kid's leaving to go play ball somewhere better. Trust me, where his parents want him to grow up, that has a part of it. But a lot of it is, I need out of the hood. I don't know another way to phrase it. That's how it was phrased to me by parents that were doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So that has a lot to do with it.
And that's why a lot of these new schools in the suburb, man, they're just like that. They're good.
Yeah.
They're real good. Remember when they opened up Hightower? They were good just like that. Same thing with Manville. Shadow Creek obviously went to the state championship like their first or second year of varsity play. Because back in the day, Dallas and Houston, they had all the talent in the state of Texas.
Well, right. And then it started opening up. You had South Lake Carroll opens. Like I said, I remember when South Lake 3A high school in Texas.
Right.
You had schools like Katy. They were opening. They were starting to get bigger. People were moving out there, and all of a sudden it just exploded. Look at Permian. Go watch Friday Night Lights.
Right.
That's it. And during the oil booms, wherever it was booming, where everybody went. So, yeah, that is a part of it artistically for sure. Back into Region 2 real quick here. That district, like I said, Cattle Mills, Ferris, Sulphur Springs, it's just a crazy district. But, man, your district here is District 8.
District 8, yes, sir.
Yeah. So far, it's been District 4 and District 8 in both these regions, in both divisions. District 8 is loaded.
Lindale and Kilgore. Again, man, another district with could get another rematch. Kilgore was in the state championship game I think they went to two in a row, didn't they?
Yes.
Kilgore. They lost both of them, I want to say, didn't they?
Yep.
Yeah. And they have to replace their quarterback. I think their record-setting quarterback. And I don't even know who their quarterback is. I don't even think they know.
No, they probably
who their
don't.
quarterback is.
But
so
Kilgore doesn't rely on the quarterback a lot.
They got some athletes over there, dude. When I saw them in Dallas, dude, they were a good-looking team, bro. That is some good-looking players on. They look like athletes at Kilgore.
Right. Yeah, this district here, in all honesty, all 8 of these teams could make the playoffs. That's not saying all 8 could go deep runs in the playoffs, okay? But there's 8 teams here that could make the playoffs. 4 of them are not going to.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
Kilgore and Tyler Chapel Hill are locked in. You can go ahead and pencil them in right now. Lindale's probably in.
I think Lindale's in.
But then you're going Pine Tree, Jacksonville, Henderson, potentially Palestine. For those that don't know, Palestine, home of Adrian Peterson.
He ain't walking through those doors either. So
No. So, I mean, after the top three, if you throw Lindale in, you have 5 teams battling for one spot. So go ahead and get the calculators and all that stuff fired up because tiebreakers are going to come into play in this district.
good old tiebreakers.
Well, it's going to have to be.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I mean, there's just, Tyler Chapel Hill. I mean, they get their quarterback back. They got a wide receiver who's like 6'4". They got their quarterback back. They've got who else? And then you look at Kilgore, running back, Maddox Wright, linebacker, Sean Williams. This district's going to be fun, but I still think it's Kilgore or Chapel Hill. It's one of those two. And I don't care who wins the matchup in the first one. I think they're meeting again.
Well, Dave has Lindale winning that district.
I don't.
No. I got Kilgore, honestly.
Yeah, I've got Kilgore. Kilgore's going to struggle early, returning a lot by replacing some players.
Right.
But
I think
that's fine. Let them. I'd much rather lose 2 games early in the season and go run the table and go 14-2. So
they're replacing a lot of people, man. They're only returning 8 starters on both sides of the ball.
I'm still leaning there. Chapel Hill's got me on radar, but Kilgore has been just producing and dominant over the past couple of years.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go with those kids that were younger, have seen it. They've been in the system. They know what it takes, and they got a hell of a coach.
Yeah, they do have a hell of a coach.
I'm going to go with experience here. But if you told me the district standings shook out Lindale, Chapel Hill, Kilgore in the top 3, and it was in that order, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
I'd be like, okay, that makes sense. But then if you tell me Kilgore wins the whole region because they beat them in the playoffs, I would be like, yeah, that checks out too. So, Region 3? Region 3 is the funnest region in my mind.
Dude, that's a lot of travel for Stephenville, bro.
Well,
I mean, Stephenville is over there by Fort Worth, man.
Okay, here's how it works.
Region 3.
Here's how it works. We're going to do a geography lesson. When there is realignment, which is every 2 years, and this is one of those years, when every 2 years when they realign the districts, the biggest losers are the Syntex schools. These type schools.
Central Texas, yep.
This is Matt Stepp. Great follow on Twitter for anybody who wants to, by the way, for high school football coverage. Explained it this way. The closer you are to the center of Texas, the easier you are to move. And Austin is not the center of Texas, people.
Nope. South Texas, pretty good.
It's north of Austin. And so the closer you are to that dot right in the center of Texas, you can go north, south, east, or west. Wherever they need you to go, you're going to go. This was the story that I heard Matt Stepp say about this. The coach from Stephenville, when they were in Birdville ISD for the alignment, and that's where all the coaches go and they get their packet from the UIL. You go to your region and you look for your name and you get it. Stephenville went to their region they've been in for every year.
Yeah.
And their assistant came over to the keys like, they forgot to put us in a district, coach. We don't have a packet. And one of the other coaches from Region 3 said, you're on Region 3's table. They were like, what? And that's where they went and found out.
Region 3 is Houston, pretty much, bro.
Region 3 is
I mean,
Golden Triangle.
Yeah,
Houston.
Golden Triangle. Houston. Depending on the classification, I guess.
Yeah, down south. You go in Matagorda, the bay out there. But then you're going to damn Central Texas. I mean, wow. I want to see what the travel is from Bay City to Stephenville.
Oh my God.
Or from Bridge City, which is way out there, to Stephenville, or even maybe Lampasas.
Yeah. Burn it.
And Gerald, I mean, China Spring. There's some travel in this district, in this region. So this region, I mean, the toughest district has to be Stephenville's district, I think. I'm not as sold on this toughest district as I am some of the others, but I think it is. Isn't old Burnett down there where the Shipleys are from?
Yep. That's right. Burnett, Texas, man. You're right.
Yeah.
And that quarterback went to A&M, didn't he?
Yeah. Don't even remember his name now.
What's his name, dude? He threw all the touchdown passes to Jordan Shipley over there. They broke records, man, in 3A. There was 3A back then.
Yeah. Wasn't Bucky Richardson. That was before then.
No. His name escapes me, man, but
wasn't Ryan Tannehill, was it?
No. But it was funny though, because they threw the ball like crazy, right? But then when he got to A&M, he ran the ball.
Stephen Jones. Not Stephen Jones.
No.
He was the backup Cowboys quarterback for a while.
Yeah.
I want to say it might have been Stephen Jones, just not that Stephen Jones.
His last name wasn't Jones, though. It wasn't Jones.
All right. Well, keep talking about this. I'm going to look this up real quick.
But yeah, dude, Stephenville, I think they're the only ones, man. I mean, maybe Navasota. I like Navasota, honestly. But District 11 4A with Navasota, Bay City, Sealy, El Campo, that's not a bad district, man.
No.
You know, the Rice Birds at El Campo. They got a great name. But Navasota, I think they're the only ones that can probably hang with. I don't think they're going to hang with Stephenville, but I mean, they got a quarterback coming back with 41 touchdown passes, and I thought Navasota was a running team.
It used to be.
Last time I ever. Yeah. Okay. They must have changed
it. Say that, but back then, they had the all-time leading receiver for a while in Trendavian Dixon.
Okay. That's probably the last time they were really good. But Stephenville. Oh, yeah. Stephen McGee. Yeah, that's right, dude. Yeah. They broke records in 3A throwing the ball. And he went to A&M and just started running the ball. Running option.
Yeah.
Dennis Franchione, probably.
Don't. Please move on.
Okay. But Stephenville, who they got coming back? They got 7 on. Okay. They got 14 starters coming back. They got a quarterback, Trot Jordan. It's an interesting name, Trot. I want to say, is he committed somewhere? Oh no, that's the Smith and Valley. That's the Smith and Valley kid. Never mind. Stephenville, man, and they play in that. They got a new stadium out there, man. They play in the Art Briles stadium out there in Stephenville, Texas, which is over there, just outside of Fort Worth. What was that? They got Tarleton State out there, Stephenville,
A little bit southwest.
Southwest. Ranch Town,
yeah,
I think, right? What you said?
Oh, yeah, huge.
Huge ranch town.
45 passing touchdowns, 4 interceptions last year for Trot Jordan.
Wow.
Went for 32-41 passing yards. The running back going into the state championship game had 1,617 yards. And then they got a wide receiver, by the way, too, who had 945 receiving yards, 14 touchdowns.
Mm.
Oh, and now they have another wide receiver, too, who has 912 receiving yards.
Well, you know what's funny, man? Stevensville, they've been pitching the ball around since the early 90s, Sean.
Oh, yeah.
When everybody else was running the ball and everything.
Yeah, he was an NS.
Kendall. And Kendall Briles was there with his daddy. Art Briles.
What's the kid's name? Went to Auburn, went to the Stidham.
Oh, yeah. That was a stud, man.
Yeah.
He really was.
So
it's good.
But Stephenville is the favorite in the whole state. Okay, we're just going to classify that. I am telling everybody, if you want to watch somebody that's going to just make your jaw drop, I want you to go tune in to Bay City, the Black Cats, and I want you to watch Camarion Wiggins. Here's okay. 1,443 passing yards and 16 touchdowns. Cool. 834 rushing yards, 15 touchdowns. That's a quarterback. Oh, wait, what's this? 12 receptions for 230 yards and 3 touchdowns.
They don't know what to do with him.
He was the Texas Sports Writers Association Player of the Co-Player of the Year last year.
No kidding.
I'm telling you, you want to watch somebody that is like a video game character, there he is. Who else is rolling their damn quarterback out at wide receiver?
Bay City, apparently.
Yeah.
Bay City Black Cats.
Yeah. So,
dude, why has Stephenville and Carthage ever played, man, each other? Because that seemed like that'd be a hell of a matchup, man, in 4A.
And I don't know. You know, you keep asking these questions. If you'd send these to me earlier in the week, I could have looked this up.
Man. I mean, it just come to me, man. Those are two unbelievable programs. And in 2 different divisions, man, those are the 2 best teams.
I mean, I can look it up and figure it out. Let's see. We'll move on to Region 3 real quick, or Region 4, and I'll look this up.
Region 4, we have in District 14, 4A, Lavernia. The Bears.
Right.
From Lavernia. 13-2 last year, state semifinalist. Wow.
Yeah, Lavernia was good last year.
Yeah, they got the quarterback back.
It was I actually think Lavernia kind of came out of like nowhere.
Yeah, no counter. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Besides that,
but for sure, I just tell you for sure, the toughest district here is District 13.
Let's go look at 13.
13 is Austin Johnson, LBJ, Austin LBJ,
LBJ. Yeah.
Austin Travis, not Lake Travis, Canyon Lake, San Antonio Davenport, Fredericksburg, the Fighting Johnny Manziels of Kerrville Tivy, and Taylor, who has moved up, but Taylor was a really, really good program, solid program every year. So I'm looking at 13 as the district that's really tough here. District 16, watch Alice. Alice is who these are all your lower valley.
Yeah. But they're always good.
There is a team in District 15 that's kind of taken a step back a little bit here lately from what they used to be in my mind. And that's Corpus Christi Calallen.
Yeah. Yeah, forever. They were the team that never won a state championship, but they were probably the best team that never won a state championship. With that,
Carthage and Stephenville have never played.
they've never played. That's a shame. That should be a non-district game.
You mentioned this a minute ago, and Artistically is back with us again. Is Stephenville Stadium really called Art Briles Stadium? I did not know that. I thought you were really making a joke. I did not realize that. I'm surprised that went through.
No, it's named after him, man.
I'm really
Art Briles
surprised.
Stadium. Yeah.
No,
it's
definitely not a different. It's not a different Art Briles Artistically. I can promise you that.
No, it's the same Art Briles.
There's only one of those dudes.
That guy won 3 state championships over there, Stephenville. Yeah,
he did, and that's I mean, great. But the other stuff is what I think is catching. Whoa, but
just win, baby. Just win, baby.
It's Texas football. They overlook a lot if you win.
It's a nice looking stadium too, man.
And I see your next comment Artistically. I'll get to that in a second because you stole my thunder a little bit. So he straight up just said sleeper Corpus Christi Miller easily. Corpus Christi Miller is a definite sleeper.
Dude, you're right about that, man. I forgot about those guys. They got some athletes over there. Hold on. The Buccaneers.
Yep. They're definitely a sleeper. That's where I was going with that. Good shout out though. Don't even know where you're from. Artistically incredible. Have no clue. But if you're not from Texas, you know a lot about Texas high school football for somebody not from there.
Way to be on it, man.
And even if you're Googling stuff to ask, I don't care. You're learning and you're wanting to. So I appreciate the interaction 100%. Oh, you're from the Valley. What part?
Oh, nice.
My whole family's from Kingsville, Bishop area. We used to go down to the Valley all the time. Zapata. Yeah. Falcon Lake.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. 4A is going to be a banger, man. It's going to be fun.
Man, real quick on 4A, some players. Tristan Davenport, watch him. He was second team all-district as a sophomore last year. You mentioned Lavernia, their quarterback, had 2,600 total yards and 40 touchdowns total. Combined rushing and passing, by the way. Canyon Lake's got a quarterback with more than 5,000 passing yards over the last 2 seasons. This district, I'm looking Davenport, Lavernia, Calallen. Calallen's always ran the ball, but now they're running the slot T.
What they run before? I thought they ran the triple option. Yeah.
It was like a version of a veer.
Yeah, okay, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, the veer. So now they're running the half slots and all that stuff. Slot T, yeah.
It's the devil. It's the devil.
It is the devil, dude. But it's so beautiful when it's run correctly.
When it's run correctly, it's almost impossible to stop.
Yeah.
It's also a great offense because when you get to the playoffs, teams only have a week to prepare for it. If they don't play another team that runs it. And you don't see it run much at the 5A and 6A level.
No.
I think Alvin was running it last year.
Well, I think LaPorte runs a version of the Veer or something, whatever Bernithi's doing over there. Which, by the way, he's one of the better coaches in the state that nobody really knows about right now. Is Kevin Bernithi and LaPorte.
Yeah, we're gonna get to them coming up. Also, you got to always watch Austin LBJ. They're always super talented. But definitely Corpus Christi Miller is for sure the
LBJ's got a defense. I think I heard they got a lot of guys on the defensive side.
Yeah, when they won state a couple years ago, they had those two stud Division I cornerbacks, and they were fast, and they were like both 6'3". It was crazy. I'm going to go my predictions. I'm going Aledo to win Region 1. I've talked myself out of it. I'm going Chapel Hill to win Region 2 over Kilgore. I started thinking about Kilgore's lack of experience, and it's starting to make me. So I'm going to flip and go Chapel Hill over Kilgore. I'm taking Stephenville over Bay City.
Okay.
And I'm going to take San Antonio Davenport over Lavernia. And then I'll take the state championship game. Give me Stephenville over Alvarado.
Ooh, okay.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I got Stephenville winning it all, but
people come here for bold predictions. There's your bold predictions.
Yeah,
Alvarado's going to make the state championship game.
Sean, how did we push this to the max again, man? Hour and a half. How did we do that?
Hour and a half's about right. Hour and a half I can deal with because they're all going to be about hour and a half. I didn't want to get to the point that we've been at recently.
Yeah.
Where
hour 45.
Literally sprint for the last. It's like an hour 50, and we've got 9 minutes to finish a whole region, and I didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
This gives us. This puts in some wiggle room for Artistically Incredible and others that may pop into the chat to give us a chance to stop and hit their questions or their thoughts. Like Corpus Christi Miller could be a sleeper.
Good point.
Things like that. It builds that in because even if we wouldn't have had if we wouldn't have had the questions and the back and forth from Artistically here, we'd have been done in about an hour 15.
Yeah, and thank you Artistically for joining us, man. That's some good stuff right there, bro.
It gives us a chance to interact a little bit. It kind of builds in a little buffer. If we go to 2 hours, but because we're talking and responding to people's chats, then that's fine. But getting to that time and having to race through and not give the schools, because it's always Region 4 we end with, not giving those Region 4 schools some notice is wrong in my mind. Those guys, yes, they're from down in the valley, and they don't get as much coverage as the other schools do in the Dallases and Houstons and Austins. But those dudes are out there in this weather still practicing like dogs to do what they can for their school and their town. So they need some support too.
We practically did a whole show on 6-man when we first started this. We did 6-man and then 1A, or 1A and 2A.
Yeah, 1A and 2A.
We spent most of the time on 6-man, which is good though, man. They deserve it.
Well, yeah, and people don't know about it as much. And 2A
Exactly.
was a little bit easier to get through because it's a lot more settled, I think, with who's who and who's the best. You got your shiners and all that there.
So what's the 5A preview, man? That's going to be really good. That's when we get into some out-of-state matchups.
Yeah.
One in particular that I think ESPN is going to be all over.
Well, let's get this real quick first before we do that. Artistically, Miller was good at the 5A level, very good at the 5A level. I think Miller made a state championship game or a state semifinal one year.
Yeah. I kind of remember that.
They had that quarterback down there, and I can't think of his name, but I want to say he's at TSU.
Yeah, he might be.
I'll have to look and see, but he was down there, and he may have graduated by now, but he was super good. He was running all over the place. He was, good Lord, he was Mr. Everything.
Mm-hmm.
Moving down can be beneficial, but moving down also means your enrollment drops, so you may not have the depth you're used to either. So it's kind of a catch-22 with up or down movement. Manville was really, really good back in the day in 4A.
Mm-hmm.
And then moved up to 6A. But that's because they started 6A and Manville's numbers moved them to 5A technically, but then they went to 6A. And so we got into 5A and we held our own, but I can remember we played North Shore in the non-district. And I was like, we were up 28-0 on North Shore. And I was like, this ain't nothing. And then North Shore rattled off 56 points in a row. And I was like, okay, this is something.
Bro, we were at that game.
Yeah, I know.
Me and you went to that game.
You were shocked too. You were like, what? And then they just started running outside stretch right, outside stretch left, outside stretch right, outside. I don't remember that running back's name.
And that's when North Shore didn't have a quarterback. They had those running quarterbacks.
Yeah.
All the time.
They just gave. They had a running back though, Chris. Something.
Yeah, they did have a running back,
and he ran for like 500 yards on us.
And I remember that, dude. It was like 28-0 at halftime or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That was insane. And North Shore came back. Yeah, I remember that game.
But,
I don't know. Was Irv with us? I don't know if Irv was with us in that game. Was Irv with us?
He might have been, but it was. I remember because my train of thought, you mentioned Irv, threw me off. I can remember being like, we've got to get stronger on the lines. And then I turn around and we do, and we were good that year.
Oh yeah.
But we still have a winning record over North Shore in all time.
Pretty good.
And that's possible artistically. There are some schools, especially when you get down there, Corpus Christi, if there was a lot of schools in 4A, but not as many in 5, or more in 5A and not as many in 4A where they should have been, they'd opt up to be in 5A, but they were still crushing everybody in 5A. So this could help them. Miller's going to be good. Miller's going to have athletes. So we'll see how that plays out over the long haul. It's a really tough region for them to be in. And either way, even if they could win that region, they're going to run into Stephenville, and good luck. So that's just all I can tell you about that. But next week, going to do kind of the same thing. Going to do kind of this, same way we did this. Doug's going to bring up some exciting out-of-state games next week that involve 5A programs. We're no 6As yet. We'll do them next.
Nope.
But the 5A schools that are some, and we're not going to cover every out-of-state matchup. That 5A.
No, it's not anyways.
We're going to pick the schools that are good, that look like good matchups. And then we'll do the same thing with 6A the following week. And then we will start getting into the regular season after that, and we'll come up with a game plan for that. I can tell you the weekend of September 4th, I won't be able to be on. I'll be traveling that weekend. So we'll have to, and I think that's the opening weekend of football season for Texas high school, but I have to travel that weekend. I've already got it booked and planned, so I have to.
Okay.
But I can maybe work something out that maybe one of the other guys can jump on and throw the link and kind of let you go through some scores and stuff for a little while. We'll talk about that off screen, but next week we got 5A, following week 6A, and then definitely stay tuned because we do have some stuff planned for the actual season and then deep.
Oh, Sean. Can't hear you, Sean. Think froze up, buddy. I don't know what happened.
Okay, sorry. We've got wind and stuff blowing through up here a little bit. Something's going on because my internet just went down for a second. So I had to come back. No, Doug jumped off. Don't blame him. Again, stay tuned. We got more coming. Join us next week. 5A coverage and some out-of-state matchups. Appreciate everybody in the chat, especially shout out Artistically Incredible. Great communication, great comments. Keep it coming next week. Get some stuff together. Get some questions. Get some teams you want to know more about, maybe that you don't know more about, and drop them to us. You can comment back on this and let us know, and I'll get them, and then I'll put some stuff together for you. Other than that, everybody have a great evening, and we will see y'all tomorrow at 10 a.m. doing the WTP Sports Top 25 College Football Reveal Show. Tune in for that. And again, go like and subscribe. All the channels scrolling across really gives us some shows support, gives us a little bit of notoriety, and helps us a lot down the road with where we're trying to take WTP Sports. Other than that, y'all have a good evening.